So if you guys are new here, my name is Katie and this is Life in Mundane, and I am so excited to have you guys here. I am a homeschool mom to 6 kids, and because of that, there are a lot of different factors at play in our house. I want to share with you guys 10 things that I don't do in my home and in my homeschooling and my business, things like that, that have really given me the freedom to be able to focus on the things that are most important to our family. Just because, I want to give this caveat before I jump in, just because I don't do one of these things does not mean that it's a bad thing for other people to do. I just wanted to be open and vulnerable with you guys, share with you guys and kind of debunk some of the myths I think that are going around that all homeschool families do things the same, or that you have to do these things in order to be a good homeschool mom. So without further ado, let's get started. Hi, my name is Katie and welcome to Life in the Mundane. I am second generation homeschool mom of 6 beautiful kiddos, and on this channel we talk all things resources. I love to share with you resources that are going to help you in your homeschooling and help encourage you in your biblical parenting, and how you can utilize those to their fullest potential so that you can make the most of the little moments. The first thing I don't do is I don't wake up at a consistent time every single morning. I have 2 different morning routines that I do, and if you guys want to see a video down below, I will share with you guys what my homeschool mom morning routine is. And I have one for the times when I wake up quote unquote on time, and I have one for the ones where I wake up later. Because yes, sometimes I wake up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and sometimes I wake up at like 8. I try to be up by 7, but you know, life happens. The second thing I don't do, I don't have a screen-free time for my littles while I'm homeschooling. Now, they are not in front of a screen the whole time that I'm homeschooling their older siblings, but we don't do completely screen-free. They do have lots of other things they do, like reading and play. I do a little bit of school with each of them, so there are things I'm doing to actively engage with each of them, but I'm not against using screens to help give them a little extra education, and to be honest, to give me a little more time of uninterrupted time to work with their older siblings. The third thing I don't do, I don't clean the house all by myself. So, couple things you should know about me. My kids definitely are involved. They definitely help. I do clean in my home. I do have chores for myself, but so do my kids. We have morning chores that everyone does together, and then we do quick blitzes or pickups all throughout the day. When it comes to doing the deep cleaning, the mopping, the sweeping, dusting, washing mirrors, and things like that, I actually have a cleaning lady who comes once a week, and she works for 2 to 3 hours in my home to get all of that fun extra stuff done. Yes, I don't do it myself. I can't, not with everything that I have on my plate, and that's okay. When it comes to anything that she can't get to and is not part of our daily routine, honestly, it gets done when it starts bothering me enough to get done. So if there's fingerprints all over the walls, doesn't bother me most of the time, but one day it's gonna trigger me. Or that nice little thick layer of dust that's right on top of my ceiling fans, eventually I'm gonna snap and be like, I need that to be cleaned. And so I'll stop and clean it at that point. But otherwise, it doesn't technically fit into our cleaning routine, and I'm okay with that. 4, I don't participate in a formal co-op currently. I have done so in the past, and I do love co-ops. If you want to see some videos about how to find a co-op that's right for you and your family, check out the video up in the iCards or down in the description below. But for us and our family, for this season, we decided that a formal co-op where we had to get up, where we spent the majority of our day at the co-op was too much, was too draining for us in this season. Also, the amount of prep work that I was having to put into the co-op and other things was just not the right fit for us. However, what we have done is done a non-traditional co-op where we meet up with one other family and we get together in our own homes. This allows us to we alternate which house it's at, and it's just the 2 families. So half the month, it's actually in my home. And then the other half, it is in their home. It keeps things really simplified, and it allows me to set our homeschool schedule, to set that co-op schedule in a way that works around the rest of our homeschool schedule. So we can meet in the afternoon instead of the morning, so I don't lose the whole day, and we can meet for a shorter period of time so we're not all as drained. The next thing that we do is probably pretty controversial. We don't, at this point in time, do any kind of sports, music lessons, clubs, or really a lot of extracurricular activities. There, I said it. My kids are still socialized. Don't worry. They still have friends at church. We are still very involved with our church family. But the reason for this not having all these extras going on is that I do have several kids with special needs. We have several different therapies we need to attend to. And those right now, that's the priority for us. There's a limit to how much I can handle as a mom and how much our family can handle and how many days a week we can be outside of the house. And we've ultimately decided that we can't balance the amount of therapies that our family is having to do right now with doing a whole bunch of extras. Does that mean we'll never do clubs and sports and drama and all that? No, not at all. But for right now, for this season, I'm just releasing myself of that guilt and saying, if they're interested, they can pursue that on their own. I'm happy for them to go take a basketball and go outside, watch some YouTube videos on how to get better, and they can practice and play. They want to learn to play the piano, I will get them a free app that they can practice on and play. But formal lessons and extra things like that are just not on the schedule for this season in life. I don't teach every subject to all of my kids. We definitely outsource. I use teaching textbooks for many of my older kids. This allows them to be taught, to be graded, to be corrected by the computer instead of by me. 2 of my kids are taking a writing class outside of my home, and I use easy curriculums that require less of me, like Fix-It Grammar, Explode the Code, and other subjects like that to allow me to be able to focus more on the subjects that need me. So they really, really need me in their reading instruction. They really, really need me in their Bible time, or I want to be really involved in their Bible time. And so I'm not choosing to just hands off. It's just there's only so many hours in the day. So I choose to outsource the things that can be outsourced so that I can focus on the things that are most important to us. Next up, arts and crafts. Very non-existent in my home. Actually, that is not true. It is not a formal subject that we teach is art curriculum or doing a lot of arts and crafts for our curriculum. Yes, a lot of the curriculums I use have fun extra arts and crafts that you can include, and I usually do not do those. However, what I do for my children is I will give them the supplies and the tools they need in the closet. I give them access with some adult supervision to be able to look up different things they want to learn how to do. And my kids are naturally very, very creative. This has given them a lot of opportunity to explore what's of interest to them. They're practicing with watercolor paints and acrylics and all these fancy things. But I have just said at this point in time in this season, I just can't handle adding that to our curriculum. So if you want to pursue that on your own, I bless that and I will help supply those supplies, but outside of that, I can't do it. I don't do all the laundry. Just like many hands make light work when it comes to home, many hands make light work when it comes to laundry. The way we do laundry is our 4 older kids will alternate the 2 boys and 2 girls is what we have. And so one day will be the boys' day to do laundry and the girls will do showers. The next day it switches and the girls do laundry and the boys do showers. They will do their own laundry, obviously, but when it comes to their day, if their laundry's already done, then they will go to the little one's room or to mom and dad's room and do a load. I do a load on the weekends, but this allows the work to be kind of more evenly dispersed and makes it a lot easier to keep up with. I also don't fold our laundry. We just sort it by child or by bedroom and what bedroom it goes to. And whoever is in that bedroom, including the little ones, picks up their basket and goes and puts it away themselves. When it comes to my business, something I don't do is I don't work much during the week. I actually work a lot ahead. So you guys will see videos that I film that I've actually filmed several weeks beforehand. Every once in a while, you'll find one that I film on the spot, but most of the time you're watching a video that I have filmed far in advance, or you're listening to a podcast that has been recorded ahead of time, or whatever it is. The reason for this is because I want to give my all and my best to my family, and I cannot be working on a weekly schedule and just cranking out material. I've tried it before where I'm like recording and editing and uploading all of my content the week of, and it was just too overwhelming. So for my family, what I found was best was to take 1 week during the summer, and I filmed, edited, and uploaded a video every single day for an entire week so that I could get ahead enough that I could maintain that. So now I work on Monday afternoons for a couple of hours recording content. I will edit for just a couple of hours on Wednesday afternoon, and then I have a work block on Saturday morning mornings that I work. But I've really tried to cut down on the amount of work that I'm doing so that I can give my family my all. And it means that some of my videos aren't as flashy or as well edited as some of my peers, but that's okay. I do what I can do. I give myself limits. I work within those, and whatever doesn't get done, doesn't get done. Last but not least, I don't do all the reading in my home. I do a lot of joint subjects, so we read a lot out loud together, but I use a lot of audio books, audio curriculums. Our history and our science have an audio version that we can listen to. This saves my voice a lot of work, and it also helps if I need to be in multiple places at once. If I need to go do some dishes, I can put on history for the kids and so on. And we also do a lot of our read alouds. I do like to read aloud to my kids, but I also do utilize audiobooks, especially in the car for our homeschool days. One day these things may change. Actually, I can guarantee you several of these things will change because different seasons call for different things. But I want to encourage you, mama, if you're in a season where you feel like you're not doing all of the things that you're supposed to do, to really stop, to set your priorities straight. Make sure to carve out that time with God, in His Word, developing a relationship with Christ. Then after that, your husband, your time with your kids and your church, all of those things together. And then whatever happens after that is just bonus. Put those things in place, those big stones that need to be in place, and then the little things will fall where they can. And some seasons will have more of something than another, and that's okay. I hope this has been an encouragement to you. Be sure to subscribe as we have a lot more content coming out, including that Mom's Morning Routine video and a couple other fun things. And we'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!